As we all know by now, two fundamental changes have been enacted as a result of the NAR settlement agreement. One, offers of compensation no longer displayed on the MLS, and the requirement of a written buyer agreement before a buyer can tour a home with an agent. We're focusing on the second of those today, the written buyer agreements. And to talk about that, we're joined by NHAR legal counsel, Matt Johnson. Thank you for joining us, Matt.
So I'm glad we could shoot this video because there has been some updated guidance from NAR recently, which is helpful and frankly will go a long way toward answering some of our members' questions about this issue. NAR released some guidance relative to open houses. That's been a hot button topic. And that NAR guidance explained that the settlement agreement focuses on two concepts of working with a buyer and then before touring a home. And NAR's guidance is that if you are an agent hosting an open house, you are not working with the buyer. And so you do not need a written buyer agency agreement for buyers to tour a property. So that means a couple things. One, if you're working for the listing agent or helping a listing agent and buyers come to see the open house, they do not need written agreements. You should not be turning people away who don't have written buyer agency agreements from seeing the property. And second, and this is a question we've received several times, is that even if you are a buyer's agent hosting an open house with the intent of getting buyer clients, the NAR guidance says you do not need a written buyer agency agreement before hosting that open house or to communicate and talk with those buyers at that open house. The analysis being that you are not already working with the buyers when they come to the open house. So that's a clarification of some of the guidance we've given before. Now that we have more guidance from NAR in terms of how they are interpreting the settlement agreement.